Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Little Murky. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. I sure as hell didn't. Um, just like in the second episode, I was planning to talk about my cat today because I have a lot to say about her. But it's going to get once again postponed as I just want to talk about frustrating things today. Mainly what has been frustrating me currently, what was frustrating me in the past, and just, some yapping. I wanted to mention this that the first episode, especially, I had a lot of bullet points that I want to get through and make sure I stay on topic. And some people might be able to do that. I can't. I will drift off. I will forget what I'm saying and start saying something else. I want this podcast to be more hanging out with a friend, but your friend does all the talking and to an insufferable amount. But that's what you're into. You know what I mean? So, this was my original vision, but I was very scared to do it. And I think I'm ready to go through with it. So, just a little disclaimer, I guess. But yeah, grab the drink of your choice and join me as I let you know about my frustrating week and how my life has been going. Right, so on episode 2, A Little Car Trouble, I mentioned that my car wasn't working for around 10 days, right? And then I uploaded a little car update on the same day as the launch. Since I record some episodes in advance, I am recording this the day before I'm posting it. So it's Friday. And I originally recorded the episode about my cat, but I have too much to say to be posting that one. Okay, so before I get into my car troubles, because they are ongoing, they have not stopped. They are ongoing to a dangerous degree. I just want to let everybody know that when I started the thought of doing a podcast, and I did all of the social media, and I prepared the trailer, and I uploaded the trailer. At that time, I had absolutely no followers, no listeners. I'm just starting to get a little audience, and thank you to every single one of you that are listening to my episodes. I'm very thankful, truly, from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea. My goal is 10 followers. If I surpass that, I'm going to be the happiest person on earth. Anyways, when I got the idea, the only thing wrong with my life at that moment being was the fact that I was sick, like I said, the gallstone problem. But it's not so much being sick as the fact that I have to constantly be on a strict diet, and it's driving me insane. That's the problem. And the other thing that was wrong was that I didn't like my job. But that's it. That was the list of my problems when I got the idea. It's not even a month later, it's actually like 3 weeks later. Okay, that's almost a month. And my problems are, I am unemployed. I got fired from my job. I still have my health issue and we have no idea when I will be getting surgery. My car, or the lack of, I guess. I will get more into it. I have too much to say about it. I'm so angry and frustrated about it. I have to let it out. And talking about it to my friends isn't enough. I mean, they're gonna listen to the podcast, but I have to let the entirety of the internet, or at least the people who are going to listen to this, know about my frustrations. And the other thing is, this is the newest development that I'm going to get out of the way first, that I got denied unemployment benefits because, and I quote, it said you did not complete 80 days of 80 work days prior to your what's it called, request. I was working straight for a year, almost a year minus 1 week. There wasn't a time that I was unemployed during that 1 year. So I'm very confused about that. And I have to do some research about it. I'm trying to debate it because there is a button on the website, in the government website, where you can be like, oh, but this isn't the case, but it won't let me apply for that. And it's very frustrating because I have zero income at the moment. I have quite a lot of money on the side, around a little over 1K, right? My problem is that half of it, a little more than half of it, is for my French lessons, which I applied to before I knew I was getting fired. And the French lessons are a total of 880 euros. I already paid some of it, but damn. If I'm not working, and don't get me wrong, I like being unemployed, but I need money, so I am applying to jobs. I have applied to around 10 jobs so far. I only heard back from one of them, and they said that, sorry, we don't want to take you. Okay. But yeah, I got denied unemployment, and I have to do something about it because, okay, I understand that I got denied. The reason I got denied unemployment is what's bugging me. I worked way more than fucking 80 days. So yeah, that's the thing that's going on. I just learned that a few hours ago, by the way. Oh, my other huge frustration at the time being is the car. So my car wasn't working for 10 days. We got it to a mechanic. He fixed it and it worked again. That's what the little update was for. Also, the little update I posted was because I made some mistakes in the previous podcast about my health. That's the vibe I want to go for. I just hit record and I just started talking about it, whatever comes to mind. So I made a few mistakes, but listening back to it, it really bothered me that I made those mistakes. So I just wanted to clarify the fact that when the health issue started, that I'm just nitpicking here, ignore it. But yeah, now I recorded that little update on Friday. I uploaded it on Saturday, and now it's Friday again. It's been a week. In that week, the first day that I used my car for a long distance was Sunday or Saturday. No, Saturday, yeah, when I went out with my friend. Literally minutes before uploading the podcast, I was driving back home and my car stopped working while I was going 80 kilometers. And it was nighttime. I've never gotten so anxious in my life, yet handled it so calmly. I just hit the alarm button very, very quickly and I went on the side. Thankfully, I was on a big road and there was a big opening on the side on my right, because otherwise it would have been hard. But yeah, it was really hard. I thought I was gonna lose control. Not hard, it's stressing. I thought I was gonna lose control of the car. Because like I said, I was going 80 kilometers an hour. Suddenly it stopped working and all of the buttons, all of the little lights started lighting up. And the indexes for that tell you how many kilometers or RPMs, stuff like that, everything on the dash, they started going haywire, up and down like crazy. It was so weird. But then the car turned on right away. After I stopped, made sure I was in a safe place, I turned it back on. It turned on immediately. No problem. I go back home. The next day it worked fine. I think one of those days we also went to a city nearby with my mom. It was heavily raining and I had absolutely no problem with it. So yeah, that was good. But the thing is, the very next day I tried to turn the car on. It wouldn't turn on. And then my dad checked it again, then it turned on again. Then it didn't turn on. Like one day I'm sorry, I'm not making sense. Let me clarify. One day or half a day it would work, the rest it wouldn't. And this has been going on the entire week. Yesterday I got in the car ready to go to my dad's village to pick up some stuff from his shop, because that's where his shop is. I tried to turn it on and it wouldn't. Later that night, when my dad got back from work, he fixed it and I went for a little drive while it was pitch black, by the way, around my village and everything was fine. Today, we got in the car with my mom to go to the farmer's market, and guess what happened? I leave my house and we turn to like a main road and we are at the crossway. I'm waiting for traffic to go by and all of a sudden the car stops and it wouldn't turn back on. So what the fuck do I do in this situation when I'm in a high traffic area and I'm in literally the middle of not just one but two roads? What would you do in this situation? Because I have no fucking idea how else I could have handled it. First of all, I panicked. I started yelling, screaming. I didn't know what the fuck to do. My mom says, I'm going to call your dad. And I tell her, what the fuck do you mean call my dad? Get out and start pushing. She started pushing. She was complaining that her knee was hurting. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care. This this was one of the scariest things that could have happened. Okay? Thankfully, two guys saw us struggling and came and helped, and they pushed with us. And we abandoned the car there. I called my dad very angry and crying, and I told him, well, I didn't call him, my mom called him. That's a lie, because I was too angry, too stressed, too everything to call him. My blood pressure was through the fucking roof. And he came, he got it up and running, and he took it back home, where he completely, in air quotes, fixed it, and he took it with him to his shop, so he could use it for the day. And he went a lot of different places, and the car was absolutely fine. And at night time, he started it in order to come back home. He got in the car, he did like 200 meters, and then it stopped working, and it wouldn't turn back on. We don't know what the fuck is wrong with the car, and my question is, when my dad took it to the mechanic, didn't he fucking check the car? Or did he just do one thing and he said, yep, you're good to go, take it and go? I understand that diesel cars are more prone to problems, but this has gotten dangerous. The car has stopped working on me while I was on the road twice. It's a different thing when your car won't start at all, and it's a different thing when it starts and then it stops working while you're fucking driving. Like, I don't fucking know. My dad has changed so many things inside the car, like little tubes and whatnot, and I don't fucking know. And it's still doing the same things. And he refuses it to take it to a professional. Technically, this is the third episode about my car, but I'm sorry, guys. I really need to rant about this. This is so frustrating. Hence, why this episode. I was so angry. I was so livid. Think of all the synonyms, and just that's what I was. And the thing is, I have not been well. I've always had issues with my mental health, okay? I've been through medication, I've been to shrinks, one shrink, and I absolutely love her. I haven't seen her like a year and a half, but I love her. I've been through quite a few things. I just think that I am cursed. 'Cause nothing truly bad happens to me, but I get so many little inconveniences that when you add them all together, it's crazy. I don't want to make a joke. I love those type of jokes where you talk about doing SH, but I will not be talking about jokes like this here on the podcast. I don't want to give the wrong idea to people. But that's what I'm feeling like. And my problem is, due to the strict diet, I'm more irritable because I only eat bread and potatoes, right? I'm way too irritable because I'm not getting enough food or enough anything. So, we have one, I'm way too irritable. I am broke, which is not making me very happy. My car isn't working. And to top it all off, nobody will leave me alone. oh, did you apply for this job? Or did you do this? Or did you do that? I'm already not well. Why do people have to keep pushing my buttons? This is a very silly thing, but my grandma got a new phone, and this is another frustrating thing, by the way. My grandma got a new phone, and she wants Facebook on it. She had Facebook on her previous phone. And I'm trying to explain to her that I cannot connect it because I don't have her password. And when we made the account, we used her phone number and not her email. And when I say I forgot my password and put her phone number, the SMS never arrives. So there's literally nothing I can do to connect her account. And she doesn't understand that. And she keeps bothering me about it over and over and over again. And I have all these other things in my mind. I'm just so frustrated. I just need some time to decompress from the world. And a lot of people would tell me, so many more have it worse than you. There's people literally dying. And this and that. There's people. I know. I understand that. In all of my unluckiness, there are positive things in my life. I do get that. But you're trying to tell me then that when something goes wrong in your life, you never nag about it, you don't complain, you don't want to rant and vent. Something happens in your life that makes you so frustrated, but you're like, there's kids dying, so you know what, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna ignore it because there's worse thing in life. Obviously there's worse things in life. There are always going to be worse things in life, but I don't know if this is just my perspective. We just need to let things out sometimes, even when it doesn't seem like my grandma annoying me about Facebook. Like, is that really a bad thing? No, not really. But at this time, I just want to complain about it. I mean, okay, personally, I love complaining. But yeah. You might have noticed while I've been trying to talk today, there might have been some shuffling or. Okay, let me talk about the shuffling first. I am recording literally under a blanket because when I try to record on my desk with the little blanket setup I have to reduce sound, my cat annoys me. She won't let me record. So it's really hard for me to do that. Blankets it is, at least for the time being. And I am having difficulty example given. You may notice I'm struggling to say words today, or I sound muffled, or I don't know what. It's honestly it's cuz I'm so frustrated and speaking in a foreign language, cuz English is not my first language, is exhausting right now. But you know what? I really love making these episodes. It's really difficult sometimes. I don't I live with my parents. I don't remember if I mentioned it. So it can be rather loud, or they might be calling me and I have to stop recording, or I'm not gonna be able to have the time to record even now that I'm unemployed. So I don't remember why I was saying this thing. I don't remember why I started saying that. Anyway, yeah, I love recording these, but sometimes it's hard for me to, and I wasn't able to record a decent episode this week. And I'm recording this, like I said, the day before posting it. And I didn't have a good day. It sucked. I cried a lot. I yelled a lot. I smoked a lot. That's the thing, because I'm doing this diet, I can't even drink. All of my horrible coping mechanisms are out the window. I cannot drink and I cannot take pills because my prescription running low and I don't have a refill. So I cannot do those two things. I only have smoking and something else that if I do it, people are gonna whoop my ass. So anyway, it's getting very hot under the blanket, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope this was a sufficient yapping, ranting, and complaining episode for you guys. This didn't really have a theme, kind of about my car again, but I wanted to give this baby episode to the world. Let people know that I am a yapper and a complainer. And if you don't like that, I completely understand. If you like listening to people complain and yap, you're more than welcome to join me. So yeah, you can find me on all social media at A Little Murky, except Twitter, where it is at a-little-murky, because A Little Murky was taken. You can send me an email at alittlemurky@gmail.com. You can join my Discord server. It's only 2 people right now, me and another person, but I would love to have you guys there and we can chat. You can give me ideas about episodes so I don't constantly make things like that where I tell you guys what's wrong with my life. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening to another episode. I hope you will have a wonderful week and I will see you next time. Bye bye.